Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the evolving threat posed by terrorists, including foreign terrorist fighters and by FTF returnees, relocators and their family members, requires that member states and the international community work together to develop and implement effective approaches and tools to detect and prevent their travel and prevent them from committing crimes. The threat remains global, fluid and dynamic, and it remains significant. Terrorists, including FTFs, continue to develop new ways to avoid detection and identification. Over recent years, the Security Council has adopted a number of resolutions that reflect the wide range of responses required to address the evolving threat posed by foreign terrorist fighters. In 2017, the Council adopted its Resolution 2396, which, in follow-up to its Resolution 2178 of 2014, notes the urgent need to address the threat posed by returning and relocating foreign terrorist fighters and their family members. Pursuant to Council Resolutions 2178 and 2396 and the relevant standards and recommended practices of the International Civil Aviation Organization, member states should require that airlines operating in their territories provide advanced passenger information to their competent authorities to detect and identify individual terrorists and FTFs. Resolution 2396 also introduced the requirement for member states to develop the capability to collect, process, analyze and share passenger name records. The introduction of API, supplemented by PNR, is essential to the identification, detection and interception of suspected FTFs and other high-risk passengers. Enhanced sharing of information and more effective use of border security tools to disrupt terrorist travel are also critical elements of an effective counter-terrorism strategy. API and PNR systems enable member states to perform risk-based, targeted controls on passengers and the goods that they carry prior to the arrival of the passenger in the country of destination. Yet, globally, the level of implementation of these systems remains low. Thus far, only 1/3 of member states have implemented API systems. Even fewer have implemented PNR, and this, of course, creates a significant security gap. Of course, the development of such systems requires considerable technical capacity, expertise, skills and resources. API and PNR systems must have a solid legal foundation and must be introduced through mechanisms that comply with international human rights obligations. And the use and sharing of API and PNR data must be accompanied by the appropriate safeguards. I encourage member states to consult the addendum to the Madrid Guiding Principles on Foreign Terrorist Fighters adopted by the Counter-Terrorism Committee in December 2018. The addendum contains a wealth of guidance in all these areas. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in closing, I wish to reaffirm CTED's strong support for the global project on the collection and analysis of API and PNR. In particular, we look forward to building on our assessment, analysis and expertise to help identify beneficiary states. We also look forward to work closely together on this vital project with the UN Office of Counter-Terrorism, UNODC, ICAO, OICT and other key partners. We must all join forces to help strengthen member states' responses to the threat posed by terrorists and their networks. We must be sure to measure our progress effectively. We must recognize that in some cases it will be a long time before national API and PNR systems are in place and operational. And here I wish to emphasize the need to ensure that no country is left behind. And of course we must ensure that we make an impact on the ground. I do thank you.